Hi everyone, welcome to UPSC Tree. So today we'll discuss two more topics and I will be very short and brief about it. Okay. These questions appeared in 2019 mains essay paper. One very interesting question appeared is wild animals and the ecosystem. How do you go about this essay? I'll briefly talk about it. So key elements, obviously the key elements are ecosystem and wild animals. Okay. But in this kind of essay, what you will be writing, that is what is very important. So first discuss what is ecosystem, because if you look at the broad one, the ecosystem is the broad one within which the wild animal lives or the other elements of that lives. So talk about ecosystem first. What is ecosystem? The biotic, abiotic elements that you must be knowing by now. Okay. So what is ecosystem and types of ecosystem? It can be aquatic or it can be terrestrial. And again, terrestrial, we can, in aquatic we can differentiate river ecosystem, lake ecosystem, ocean ecosystem. In terrestrial we can talk about deserts, forest, mountains, grasslands, etc. Okay. And while discussing these things, you have to integrate the wild animal aspect into your essay and make the examiner understand why wild animals are important to the ecosystem. If we take away the key elements or key wild animals, what will happen to the ecosystem? And you have to give example of it. Okay. So let's talk about one ecosystem, say forest. Also forest, we have tropical forest, temperate forest, different kind of forest, tundra forest. Okay. So tropical rainforest is very key element of our earth system. Amazon forest and all the rainforest are called lungs of the earth. If you take that away, then earth as a bigger ecosystem will collapse. Okay. So in forest we have different kind of forest, temperate, tropical forest, tundra forest, we have savanna lands and all that. Different kinds of forest are there. I will only take one or two example so that you will have an idea how to go about this essay. Let's talk about savanna forest. Okay. Savanna, and while discussing these things you have to talk about, while discussing ecosystem you have to mention producer, consumer and decomposers. They are very key to the sustenance of ecosystem. And you must talk about keystone species. What are the keystone species? Let's talk about one example, savanna. Okay. In savanna, tiger is a keystone species. And if you take away the carnivore like tiger away from the ecosystem, okay, what will happen? The herbivores, okay, all kinds of herbivores, deers, grass eating animals, there will be a population explosion because the tiger used to keep a check on this herbivores. But now if the tiger is away, the keystone species, if you are taking it away from the ecosystem, what will happen? There will be population explosion and then they will ravage the savanna forest altogether and the whole ecosystem will collapse eventually. Okay. So this kind of examples you can use from different kind of, say, desert ecosystem, mountain ecosystem, grassland ecosystem. You can take one ecosystem, discuss the important wild animals in that ecosystem, and then create your essay or narrate your essay. So pretty basic topic, but you should have enough knowledge of all the ecosystem that is around the world and the important wild animals in those particular ecosystems and how they are important to this particular systems, and if we take them away, what will be the domino effect? These are the things you have to discuss in your essay. Only then your essay will stand out. Okay. So I hope this makes things clear, and then we'll talk about another issue, another topic. We'll take it up. Next topic is economic advantage of post-corona pandemic, and this is a very weird topic if you ask me, because if you look at the economic advantage, corona was essentially a disadvantageous to the economy as a whole. So it doesn't create any or it hasn't given any much economic advantage to the economy. Nonetheless, I'll tell you how to what are the key points you can talk about here. Okay. First, if you look at economic survey, it talks about V-shaped recovery. It tells that because of corona, our economy will take a downturn, and then it will, after the corona is back, corona is no more there, then the economy will rebound itself. However, this is given by economic survey. However, this is not particularly true, and it doesn't, it is a very broad generalization of the economy. However, if you want to discuss this topic, this particular framework will not work. We have published an article in UPSC as well. Okay, you can read about that article. There they have, authors have mentioned that it will take a K-shaped recovery. Okay, what is K-shaped recovery? That means certain parts of the economy will boom while other parts of the economy will collapse. And how this distinction they came up with, this kind of recovery, while and to discuss this topic, this particular point is very important. If you are not aware of this point, or if you are not mentioning it, just generalizing or making your essay very generic in nature, you won't score very good marks, or excellent marks will be very difficult to score. Okay, so what is K-shaped recovery? K-shaped recovery is, the idea is that some parts of the economy, and when we talk about economy, it's not only one part of economy. We have primary sector, manufacturing sector, we have service sector. Okay, so different sectors are there, and I'll tell you how to go about this. In K-shaped recovery, what will happen? If you look at Corona also, some businesses went digital. Okay, so the businesses which are essentially enabled by IT and ITES, that is information technology enabled services. Okay, IT enabled services, those who can, or those parts of the economy that can be digitized will be benefited in specifically in Corona pandemic world. Say, I'll give you an example. Say, if you look at food delivery systems or food delivery aggregators like Zomato and Swiggy, there was a rise in their business. If you look at education system also, there was a rise in multiple education business which went digital. Okay, so wherever the service can be provided through digital means, specifically in Corona times, they have seen a sharp boom. However, other services, for example, say hotel services or any other kind of services that needs physical access, those have sunk. Okay, so certain parts of the economy that can be digitized and provide the same service that they used to provide through their physical means benefited from the Corona. These are the broad advantages of post-Corona pandemic for these particular sectors which can be digitized. The services which cannot be digitized, okay, say tourism sector, different hotel services, resort sector, okay, these are the sectors we cannot digitize them, cannot be digitized. Cannot be digitized. Say they come from, say, manufacturing sector, other sectors also. Okay, different kind of services, manufacturing, etc., which could not be deliver their services or manufacturing through digitization, has seen a sharp decline. So majority of our economy was badly or heavily impacted. Okay, and most of them have seen contraction except few services which could be digitized. Okay, so that is the broad framework how you will go ahead and discuss the essay. You will take different parts of the economy. Say agriculture, you will talk about it. Mining, you will talk about it. Hotel or services sector, you will talk about it. Different kinds of services. Okay, banking services and all other services. Each and every services you can talk about them in this essay, and you have to show which sector has boomed and which sector has busted, or which sector has got the advantage because of Corona, and which sector suffered majorly because of Corona. Okay, so the essay, although is asking about economic advantage, you have to show the disadvantage, because the advantage is very slim, very low, or very marginalized as compared to the disadvantage. Okay, so very weird topic again, and if you ask me, you should not answer this kind of topic if you are you don't have enough content to go about it. Okay, so Thank you, and we'll come up with a few more videos if you want. Okay, and hope this helps you in framing your essay properly, and hope the discussion of these two essays today and the last one helped you understand how you can go ahead and do your essay. So do let me know in the comment section if it helps you, and then we'll come up with some more videos to help you channelize your framing of your essay and all that. Okay, thank you.